Let's talk to the secretary of the Poultry Farmers Association in Bono. His name is Johnson. Johnson, good morning.
Morning, sir.
There are many Johnsons. Which of the Johnsons are you? Johnson what?
I am Johnson Yeboah.
You are the secretary of the Poultry Farmers Association for Bono, correct?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
How many farmers do you have? How large is your association? And how critical is the Bono region for poultry farming in Ghana?
Thanks for the opportunity, sir. In fact, we are, when I talk of that, we have a strong data for the poultry industry in Bono. Just that offhand, I cannot tell the exact number as we speak, but we are more than 5,000 farmers in Bono region. And talking in terms of number of sites or birds that we have, at a point in time, Doma alone can boast of more than 4 million players. And when you come to Sunyani and other places as well, we have enough of birds. Yes.
So for Ghana, how is Bono like the leading producer of poultry for Ghana?
You may not be wrong by saying this, even though we admit that Ashanti region is also doing quite well. In terms of the quantity and the numbers, whatever one may talk of, Bono is also leading, especially
good.
Doma Hinkro, yeah.
You called me on Saturday to complain about something. What is the problem?
The problem is, poultry is a very lucrative business that one may not live to regret when you try investing in the industry. But unfortunately, successive governments for this country have failed woefully to pay much attention to the industry. You normally hear them talking plenty about poultry. But sir, I am telling you today, market, that successive governments have failed to engage with the poultry farmers in order to ensure that this business that has got a very long value chain, and when I talk of value chain, a lot of production line, starting from soya bean, maize, sellers for the products as far as egg and poultry meat is concerned, that is the chicken. Those people who transport the items from the farms, the chain is very, very long. And for that matter, poultry can indeed create a lot of employment. Because a poultry farmer with just 1,000 birds can employ more than one person. So you can imagine farmers who are holding on about 100,000, 20,000, 50,000 birds can engage about 50, 60 employees.
Okay, so
unfortunately, you hear government, past and present, always talking about the industry that we are going to do this, that for poultry. But they don't engage with the stakeholders or maybe with the industry players in order to know the exact challenge that we have and how best to solve it. Typical example is like this Nkoko nkitinkiti that the government is talking about. Initially, the government, the president made us aware that they are going to engage the association so that they can get a successful implementation of this manifesto pledge. Bernard, as we speak, no government official has ever bothered to engage with the industry players to even take our ideas as to how best we can implement this manifesto pledge successfully. And you always hear them talking about poultry. We are giving out Nkoko nkitinkiti 80,000 to week. It is just lip services that we are hearing because, this business is more of a technical and complex to the extent that You cannot just throw out birds in the system in the name of maybe campaign promise, because you have said that you want to engage, you want to help the poultry industry. You give out birds anyhow. It will marvel you to hear that people are going to the various assemblies to write their names for Nkoko, nkitinkiti. They are not poultry farmers. How do they take care of these birds? And you know, this business, as I've already mentioned, is more of a technical something that if you don't get the expertise, definitely it is going to also create a huge problem as far as maybe disease outbreak is concerned. So coming back to the challenge, now we are producing a lot of eggs, but unfortunately the market is slow, which is compelling most of the farmers throwing away their eggs. So if indeed the present government is eager to support the industry, I think it is our humble appeal that they engage with us. In fact,
so what is the problem poultry farmers are facing as we speak?
The problem we are facing is the egg glut we are talking of. For some time now, we've been hearing about the maize and the rice glut. And the poultry one is more bigger. It is more serious because of the fact that, you know, lifespan for egg is very short. And now I wouldn't want to tell me that we are overproducing. It's just that, you know, poultry is not a formal business that you can regulate. Because anybody at all who has got his or her capital may decide to maybe raise his pens or her pens and then enter into it. So it is very difficult to check how much we are producing. Do you get it? And for that matter, I don't know if we can call it we are overproducing.
So when you say we have an egg glut, are you saying that you people produce more eggs than we can eat, or people have stopped eating eggs, or that there are other eggs from other places coming?
That is another critical point that you are raising. I am very much aware that we are producing so much in the country, but for some time now, because of the exchange rate for CFA, people are also bringing in eggs from La Côte d'Ivoire, and it is permissible because, you know, we farmers also get a lot of support from that area in terms of maize, soybean, and other items. So there is no way that farmers can agitate that the government can stop people importing eggs from Côte d'Ivoire. But there are instances when we face challenges here. We even take some of the eggs there. So in combination, that is, we are producing enough here, and once the CFA is also down, people are also importing from La Côte d'Ivoire into the country, which when they compare the prices, importing from Côte d'Ivoire into the country is a bit cheaper than what we are selling here. So with time, if care is not taken, what it means is we will incur in huge debt because we cannot break even in order to even get talk of us.
Why is the egg imported from Côte d'Ivoire cheaper than the one you produce in Ghana?
I just mentioned the fact is just simple. The exchange rate now, example, if maybe you take 1,000 CFA francs and it is maybe 18 cities, what it means is maybe 3,000 may not even up to 60 cities, but somebody may go for egg from Côte d'Ivoire because when the exchange rate is down, you may get it cheaper. So if we are selling at 50 or 60 here, the person can make it 45 or even 40. So when you bring it here, you can add your profit and get more profit than buying from the Ghana poultry farmers. I don't know if
I get you. So yeah. Before you go, where do you get your feed from for your poultry?
I just mentioned La Côte d'Ivoire that we used to get a lot of support from them. If not Côte d'Ivoire, for maize and soya, for instance, Ghana poultry will have collapsed since a very long time. Yes, because
so you import the feed from Côte d'Ivoire.
Yes, please, and other countries as well.
Why can't you get it from Ghanaian farmers? Because we produce maize and soya bean in Ghana, so why do you need to import the feed?
The answer is so simple as in Ghana here, we don't have a system that's used to check the pricing of these maize and soya bean. So they always follow the rainfall pattern. And when a maize farmer realizes that maybe the rain is not coming down well, then they will just shoot up the price. There has been some times that a bag of maize will go for 1,500. And a poultry farmer will go for this price, and in the end, you cannot sell the egg to meet such a cost. It is in recent times that maybe because of this importation from Cote d'Ivoire and other countries, we, the poultry farmers, are a bit relieved. But in the past 4 or 5 years down the lane, in fact, we have struggled because of high cost of production. For now, the cost of production, I think, is a bit cheaper. But we have to sell the produce. When we produce the egg, we have to get ready market for it so that it will also influence other investors to come and invest in this industry.
So now that you have an egg glut, what are you doing with your extra eggs?
The extra egg is why we have engaged you, and we thank you so much for this support. You know, when we heard of this maize and the rice glut, we heard the government releasing money for the buffer stock people to come and purchase the excess of these items. So we are just pleading with the government of the day, the sector minister, and the Ghana Education Service. They should just come to our aid by lifting some of these excesses to the SHS, you know, the school feeding. I think they can give this egg. You know, egg is a very good nutritional something that the cholesterol for egg is very good, more than any other thing that you can talk of. Egg is so good. So if it is possible, I think the government can design a strategy to lift the SSX for this SHS and the school feeding people so that we, the farmers, can also get the strength to withstand some of these shocks. Other than that, it is very sad for a poultry farmer to engage. You know, Bernard, it is a very high capital-intensive business that we are talking of this morning. Maybe people are not aware. Because raising 1,000 birds will cost around 100,000 before they start laying. And you put 100,000 into 1,000 birds, 6 months later they begin to lay, and you get challenge selling the egg. You know, it is a whole serious problem that I think the stakeholders must come aboard. And we wish that the government can also engage the association so that we can...
So are you telling me that ahead of Nkoko nkitinkiti launch on Wednesday, you, the Bono Poultry Farmers Association, have not been officially engaged? I just want to be clear on that.
Bernard, it is not limited to Bono. It is about the mother association. I belong to NEC. As I speak with you, I am part of the Ghana Poultry Farmers Association. That is a national. We have written to them not less than 6 times. The sector minister promised to engage us so that we can all come out with how best we can at least implement this program successfully. But they have just ignored the association. I am telling you I don't even know how to describe it. I am telling you this because I am part of the national association. It is not limited to Bono. This is national challenge. And I every day have a chat with my national president, Mr. George Dasa. And it is so miserable. It is so bad that the government will be implementing such a nice program. We want to commend the government for even thinking about it.
By the way,
but they don't engage.
They don't engage you.
The stakeholders.
By the way, my knowledge about the Nkoko nkitinkiti is that they want to give day-old chicks to new farmers or maybe existing farmers so they can produce. Do you people have? I'm coming. I have a question. Do you have day-old chicks to supply to the program? If the government said they want to procure the day-old chicks from Ghanaian hatcheries or Ghanaian breeders, are there members of the association who produce day-old chicks that they can sell to the people who want to take part in this program?
this is where I always want to talk about the engagement. You know, we have local hatcheries in the country, and we, the farmers, also do import a lot of the day-old chicks because of maybe quality sake. But previous government, including even this NDC government, always try to at least discuss about how best we can get or sustain the local industries, like the hatchery that you referred to. So all what we are saying is that we have industry players already. That is, we have existing farming, big and small. So if you are a government and you come in today, you want to implement something, I think it will be better for you to engage the players in the industry in order to ascertain. Like talking about the hatcheries, as I've already mentioned, we have the top man, Akate, St. Charles, when you come to Bono here. We have hatcheries there. So it's just a matter of engagement so that we can sit and arrange. You, Bernard, maybe you take, you are a hatchery, we want to give you a contract for maybe hatching 5,000 or 5 million beds for these farms. But you know what the government is doing now. It's just that once they have stated this in their manifesto, they always announce the hearing of the public that they are going to do something about poultry. But we, the affected farmers, are not seeing anything. We are not hearing anything.
Thank you.
Just, all right.
Thank you, Johnson. We'll talk to the minister to see what he can say. Johnson Yeboah is the secretary of the Bono Poultry Farmers Association.